Hello and welcome to English with Miss Roxy. Today we're going to talk about how to start raising bilingual children if you're a non-native English parent. There are different elements that you should consider in this journey. Number one, you need to think about why do I want my child to speak English? You need to think about the reasons, okay? I know and I value the importance of English nowadays. Okay, I want my child to be, one step ahead. So in the future, he will be able to do this and that. If you know the reasons clearly, it will be better for you and that's going to help you not to stop in the middle of this journey. Okay? Number two, you need to be honest with yourself and think about your own level of English. Is it, basic, elementary, upper intermediate? Whatever your level of English is now, that could always change depending on the input that you receive. What you listen to, what you read, if you talk to the output that you also have with the language. Because of course, your child right now may be 6 months old or 10 months old, and the language is pretty basic. But what about when they start asking questions, and why mommy, and why daddy? So you need to be ready for those answers. But don't worry, you have some months or some years to keep practicing your level of English. Now, the last part is you need to think about the method or the approach that you want to follow. So for example, you want to try the OPOL method, one parent, one language. I speak English, my husband is going to speak Spanish. Time and method. Raising bilingual children sounds huge. I'm going to start just speaking English, on Saturdays and Sundays or at lunchtime. You are going to decide the best time and the best place to speak English. And you gradually can change that and adapt according to your confidence with the language. Okay? Now, from my experience, I can tell you that I didn't start from my pregnancy or the first few months because I was not ready and there is no hurry. This is not a competition. I took my time and after a few months, I started speaking English to my child, but just from time to time with songs, when we were getting ready to have a shower, etc. And then, of course, the more I spoke English, it gradually became like non-stop, 24/7, 365. And then after a few months, I talked to my husband and we decided to speak English, not just me, but both of us. And the reason was because we wanted our child to go to the nursery school. So we said, his input of English is going to be very little. He's going to get more Spanish. So why don't we speak English at home and it will be better. And that's how we started. So as you can see, you can start today here, but it can change all the time depending on how you value the language. As soon as I saw that I felt, more comfortable speaking English to my child, I wanted more and more. So as a non-native English parent and teacher, I'm always looking for different resources in order to improve my English. Maybe a podcast about parenting, maybe songs, interviews, something that I read on Twitter, maybe I go to a blog. So try to consume English. So whenever you speak English to your child, you have more vocabulary and more expressions to use with them. The way that we do the raising bilingual children or crianza bilingüe como padre no nativo, we don't teach English to my child. We don't say, hey, what about the colors or the numbers, the name of the fruit, the vegetables? We don't do that. I'm not criticizing anybody who is doing that. I'm just sharing with you our experience. What we do is we use real English, expressions, phrasal verbs that children can learn so easily because we are not really teaching that. We are connecting the language with our real world, with our routine. So for example, if I talk about phrasal verbs, Don't go crazy thinking, oh my gosh, this person is crazy teaching phrasal verbs to a child. Not at all. If you listen carefully, when you are getting ready to go out, what is the verb that you use? If it's cold, you say, oh, put on your jacket. Put the jacket on. Put it on. So as you can see, that's a phrasal verb. And your child can learn that easily the first year maybe or when he turns 2 years old. So the more phrases that you use, the better. That will become the real English, not only at home, because what we do, we speak English here at home, but also wherever we go, to the park, to visit somebody, on the way to school, etc. So I'm not going to tell you what you should do or you have to do. I'm just giving you some examples, and I want to give you the opportunity so you can start raising bilingual children as a non-native English parent today. The only thing that you need to do, first of all, is to think about why. Why do I want to do this? And the more you know, oh my God, English is so important if you want to study abroad, take an international examination, work at a better place, read the news, before somebody else. That all those ingredients are going to make you, yes, I want my child to speak English. What can I do today to make it possible? Start singing songs or using your routines in order to use the language. Okay, so this has been our first video showing our experience as a non-native English family in Spain raising a bilingual child. If you want more tips and more ideas, if you want to see the behind the scenes, remember that I am also on Instagram at English with Miss Roxy, and you can follow our adventure there. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.